If someone's paying you endless compliments, giving you attention, putting you on a pedestal, planning your future together within days of meeting, it might seem too good to be true. And guess what? It probably is. Love bombing is a classic tactic used by narcissists to hook you, to reel you in before their mask slips. Remember that love bombing isn't confined to romantic relationships. The love bomber may be your new boss, co-worker, neighbour, or your new best friend. I'm Amanda Craven, a clinical hypnotherapist, life coach, psychologist and author, specialising in emotional trauma and narcissistic abuse. Today, I'm going to help you spot the signs of love bombing and show you what you can do to protect yourself and break the spell. So, what exactly is love bombing? It's that intensive phase that happens at the beginning of a relationship with a toxic person, and it can look like lots of different things, but there is very intense emotion. There is lots of attention. There may be grand gestures. They may shower you with gifts, shower you with constant compliments, praise you to the high heavens in front of other people. They may text you constantly. They may want to spend all their time with you. They may want to get involved in your problems and come up with solutions, making themselves indispensable. And that's the key. The narcissist wants to create a dependency on your part so that you start to believe you have just met your soulmate, your perfect boss, and you can't do without them. If any of this is resonating with you, you're not alone. And it is not a reflection on your intelligence as to whether or not you have been reeled in by somebody love bombing you. It can happen to anybody, and it is designed and it is deliberately manipulative so that you don't even realise what's happening. You just get this surge of emotions that make you feel life has just suddenly become perfect, and all the past problems and troubles are in the past. You have your knight in shining armour. So why are so many of us fooled by this love bombing tactic? And why does it feel so powerful? The main reason is that this intense attention and affection, etc., it triggers the release of chemicals in our brain that are very similar to those released when an addict gets their fix. And we crave this feeling more and more. And as the relationship goes on, when we move into other phases, we want to recreate this first initial buzz, this intense part of the relationship, because of those chemicals, because of that psychological deep-rooted craving. Narcissists instinctively know your deep-seated wounds, and they will make you feel special and adored and present themselves as the person to make everything right again. And this is especially easy for them to do if in the past you have had unhealthy, toxic relationships. It's highly likely that you have experienced toxic or unfulfilling, unhealthy relationships in your past, whether this was in your childhood or in another more recent adult relationship. So this new relationship is a real stark contrast to what you experienced in the past, or so you think. But this contrast makes the feelings and your emotions in the new relationship even more intense and even more addictive. At some point, the love bombing will stop. This may be after a few weeks, more likely after a few months, and sometimes, although it's rare, after a year or a couple of years. But the narcissist will get to the point where they can no longer keep their mask going. It will drop and they will start to reveal their true colours. And this adoration and attention that they have been giving you in the love bombing phase will turn sour. They will begin to criticise you instead of compliment you. The manipulation stage will be in full swing. So this means that they will begin to control you. It may be, for example, by guilt tripping you, asking you to do something that they know you won't want to do or isn't in alignment with your values or your beliefs, but they will make you feel that you owe them because they've already helped you so much. You might find that the attention turns to subtle or overt criticisms. It might be about your appearance. It might be dressed up in a way to make you think that they are just concerned about you. They could say things like, I think you look better without so much makeup, or maybe you could stop wearing this type of clothes because I feel it makes you look more or less professional, whatever it may be. They may start isolating you from people who are important in your life by creating needs that they have for you to be with them, or by making up stories about what other people have done or said to make you cling even more to the narcissist. They might start having emotional outbursts, or you may find yourself on the receiving end of passive aggression, them giving you the silent treatment. All of these things destabilize you, but often without you realizing, certainly at first. But you will no doubt find that your own behaviour starts to change as you constantly feel the need to prove your love and respect for this person and are trying to claw back that intense emotion, that love that you believed they were giving you at the beginning. So how can you break this emotional addiction? How can you break the spell and reclaim your power? The good news is you've already started to do this by watching this video and educating yourself using self-help books, other videos. You are starting to allow yourself to shift from being addicted and dependent on this person and relationship to that realization stage that it's not healthy, that it's not real, and that you deserve better. So, as part of this phase, you need to strengthen your awareness, and by journaling, keeping a record of their behaviour if you're still in the relationship, and if not, thinking back to the toxic relationship you were in and writing down all the things that they did. The chances are your gut feeling is or was telling you that something was wrong, but you overrode that gut feeling because you wanted to believe in the dream, because you'd had such a tough time in the past. You felt it was your time, that you deserved this, and you absolutely do deserve a wonderful relationship. But unfortunately, a narcissist is not going to give that to you. It's fake, it's not real. So keep going with that education and realization. Keep your journal, keep notes, and rekindle connections with healthy people. It may be family members, it may be friends who have perhaps fallen by the wayside during this toxic relationship. Or maybe you're going to start afresh and join a gym or another type of club and make new contacts. But make sure that you have a healthy balance in your new relationships and that you're not drawn to anybody who is getting excited about this friendship or this relationship and you find yourself going off again in a toxic cycle. Going no contact or minimal contact is absolutely essential for you to break the spell, for you to detach yourself from this unhealthy relationship. Give yourself time to reset your boundaries and make sure that any new relationship starts off slow and steady and that you respect your own boundaries in order for other people to respect them. You need to rebuild your self-worth. The narcissist knew about your unhealed wounds. Now is your time to heal those wounds so that you will no longer be vulnerable to toxic people in the future. My Empowered Woman Collective provides weekly support to members in all these areas. If you'd like to apply to join, there's a link down below. Remember that you are not alone, and make sure that you give yourself time and compassion as you heal from this toxic relationship. It can and often does take a long time. So give yourself the love and the care that you deserve, and in the future you will naturally connect with the right sort of people who will give you that same love and care that you are able to show yourself. Until next time, take great care of you. Bye for now.